Thank you very much for such an insightful delivery. Reverend Mrs. Angela Carmen-Appiah, thank you so much. Transitioning from a vicious cycle to a virtuous one. We are grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we are very tired. We need to go for a break. But just before we go for the break, we have 10 minutes delivery by another very powerful and a very innovative man. He is in the person of Engineer Professor Kwadwo Adinkrah-Appiah. Like we said earlier, he is the Vice Chancellor of the Sunyani Technical University. Professor holds a PhD in civil engineering from KNUST and is a registered professional engineer. His academic leadership emphasizes green technology integration, renewable energy research, and sustainability education. Now listen to this. He introduced the university's Green Campus Master Plan, which focuses on solar energy, water reuse, and sustainable construction. So he's not just a speaker, he's an actor. Let's listen to him. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MC. It's still morning, so good morning. I hope you are happy. That's right. This is a very important gathering. I was there when it started last year, and thank you, the organizers, for having me once again here at GIMPA in Accra. The co-chairmanship of this conference, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to continue on the already established protocol. I bring you warm greetings from Sunyani Technical University, STU, located in the heart of the Bono region of Ghana. Sunyani Technical University actually has a vision to become the preferred technical university across the globe in emerging technologies. And we want to produce the next generation of industry captains for national, regional, and global transformation. So we have a big responsibility when it comes to cradle to cradle. We need to train the youth to acquire skills that they can use their hands to produce things, new things, innovative things that will help us reduce waste in the system. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year's conference, From Cradle to Cradle, Putting ESG and Sustainability First in Africa's Green Transition Effort, is visionary and urgent. It challenges us to transition from the old cradle to cradle or cradle to grave philosophy, where we extract, consume, and discard, to embrace a circular cradle to cradle approach, where every resource is continuously regenerated, reused, and sustained. I am here this morning to speak on the topic Africa's realities and opportunities. Mr. Chairman, Africa faces a multitude of realities, including widespread poverty, inequality, and climate change. Alongside extensive opportunities driven by its vast natural resources, young and burgeoning population, as well as expanding digital economy. Key challenges facing the continent include creating enough good jobs, reducing debt, improving governance, while several opportunities are latent in its vast human, natural, and environmental waste resources. Across Africa today, we are confronted with a stark reality of climate change. In Accra and Lagos, flooding is seen every rainy season, while other parts of the continent face severe drought. Desertification is a common problem facing the Sahel region, and biodiversity losses are commonplace in the Congo Basin. Yet, Africa is blessed with abundant sunlight, vast arable land, rich biodiversity, and a youthful population. We can boldly say that these are not just statistics, but are assets for our green transition. Some common achievements. Some of the efforts made across the continent to address the climate change scourge and its attendant challenges are evident, including Ghana's Renewable Energy Master Plan 2019 to 2030, which sets a bold agenda to diversify the energy mix in the country. Morocco's Noor Wuzate Concentrated Solar Power Complex, which demonstrates Africa's capacity for mega renewable energy projects. We can talk about Kenya's geothermal success, which shows how natural endowments can drive clean energy. And of course, Kigali's green urban governance, which has become a symbol in Rwanda. These examples clearly give us confidence that sustainability is not beyond Africa's reach. It is within our grasp, and indeed, it is possible. Now, the role of ESG in Africa's transition. Mr. Chairman, I want to outline some roles related to the theme of this conference that are critical to the attainment of sustainability on the continent. 1, environmental responsibility. Ghana's fight against illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, reflects our recognition that rivers, forests, and organic lands are lifelines, not mere commodities. And it is expected that Ghana takes a bold step to declare war against galamsey going forward, to ameliorate the ongoing degradation of the ecology. South Africa's Independent Power Producer Procurement Program, IPPPP, shows how private sector partnerships can scale up renewable energy in the energy mix of a country. And other African countries are expected to learn from this unique example. 2, social inclusion. Mr. Chairman, Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative, with 25 billion trees planted in 5 years, restores degraded lands while creating jobs. In Ghana, sustainable cocoa projects highlight how livelihoods and biodiversity can thrive together, and such initiatives are encouraged to be promoted among other African countries. 3, governance. Ghana's digitization reforms, especially in land and revenue systems, has enhanced transparency to a large extent. In Botswana, the prudent management of diamond revenues shows that governance is the real backbone of sustainability. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana, said, "We face neither east nor west. We face forward Mr. Chairman, Africa's forward path must now be sustainability, anchored in ESG principles to foster accelerated development. Now, cradle-to-cradle African innovations. Ladies and gentlemen, the cradle-to-cradle philosophy, which focuses on designing systems where waste is completely eliminated and resources are continuously recycled back to useful applications, is what Africa needs at the moment, as shown in the following examples. 1. In Ghana today, diligent entrepreneurs are seriously turning plastic waste into pavement blocks, roofing tiles, and classroom furniture, proving the fact that, indeed, money can be made out of waste. This has the potential to reduce the rate of unemployment in the country and, of course, across the African region, as the plastic waste management challenge confronts many African countries. Also, in Nigeria, entrepreneurs are building waste-to-energy plants to convert municipal refuse into electricity. Their vision is to build a waste-to-energy plant that will provide electricity for approximately 40,000 homes. In addition, South Africa's Recycling Economy Initiative empowers small enterprises to give new life to discarded materials. Ladies and gentlemen, the above undertakings in the African region gives us practical illustration of how Mother Africa can move from linear to circular development in order to create a resilient circular economy for the continent. Now, the role of academia. Colleagues from academia, as a Vice Chancellor of Sunyani Technical University, I believe it is our utmost responsibility as universities to stand at the heart of the cradle-to-cradle transformation. At the Sunyani Technical University, our academic programs and research initiatives are being directed to include renewable energy solutions, sustainable agriculture, and innovative waste management in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. In fact, when you come to Sunyani Technical University, we have set up a center of excellence where we are doing a lot of research to convert scrap, that is waste metal material, to manufacture electric vehicles. So we have set up that center of excellence, and we are already on course. Other achievements on the African continent include the following. Some Ghanaian universities are piloting solar-powered irrigation systems to help farmers adapt to climate variability. In Uganda, the National Agricultural Research Organization and other research centers are leading efforts to promote biogas digesters that turn animal waste into clean cooking fuel. And across Africa, students are being trained not just as job seekers, but as innovators and entrepreneurs who will drive sustainability. Mr. Chairman, this is the essence of the cradle-to-cradle thinking, designing not just for the present, but for the future. I therefore challenge all African universities and research institutions to redirect all academic programs and, of course, research strategies to include ESG principles for the single purpose of creating a circular economy for the African continent. Now, call to action. Distinguished participants, Africa's green transition will require the following. 1, partnerships. Partnerships, especially between government, industry, and academia, popularly known as the triple helix model of innovation, should be institutionalized by all African countries. Through this, the above 3 critical sectors of the economy can synergize to produce economic and social development, leading to a more innovative and entrepreneurial society. In this venture, universities can contribute research and knowledge on sustainability principles. Industry will then apply this knowledge to create regenerative products and services, and the government will fashion out policies, funding sources, and regulations to promote and sustain the new products and services, all in a bid to encourage sustainability and circular economy on the continent. Investment. African governments should focus on investing in sustainability. Key investment areas and opportunities include waste management and recycling, circular business models, built environment, food systems, renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and textiles. I think the chairman mentioned that textile waste in the system, what do we do about it? It's polluting the environment. Let's collect them and turn them into something good. Third, mindset change. We should change our mindset from short-term exploitation to long-term stewardship. This should involve viewing ourselves as caretakers responsible for the well-being of communities, the environment, and our future. We must prioritize the collective good and long-term system well-being over immediate individual gains. Typical example of this is the ongoing wanton exploitation of gold resources in Ghana, leading to unbridled environmental destruction. This canker, known as galamsey, benefits a greedy few, whilst causing long-term devastation to the lives of millions today and generations yet unborn. In fact, Ghana must stop galamsey now. A professor delivered a presentation a few weeks ago and said that research he has conducted has shown that pollution with mercury and arsenal have actually gotten into the whole framework of the fish that we eat. And that if you eat the bone or the head of the fish, the contamination gets into you more. So he has put a stop to eating the head and then the bones of a fish. And for that matter, he only eats the flesh of the fish. So let's be cautious. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, as we deliberate at this conference, we are being stirred by Africa's realities and opportunities. We must be responsive to the call of Mother Africa to operate extensively on the cradle-to-cradle philosophy in order to create a circular economy for sustainability on the African continent. Let us put ESG first so that Africa's story in this century and beyond will be one of resilience, innovation, and hope. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much.